Posture is so important. When you look at someone and their hip flexors are tight, their shoulders are rounding, and the chin is forward, it's hard to engage. You don't feel that liveliness that someone who's standing tall and opening their hearts and has this effulgence in the upper body, this welcoming posture. So find out how you can lengthen the hip flexors, get more shoulder opening, and take the head back as a way to create this welcoming posture. I like to work from the feet up in these actions. So let's come to all fours position. In all fours position, step your right foot forward. Take your hand just to the top of the right knee. Just draw yourself into a lunge. Just draw it down and come back. We'll do this a few times just as a way to help get the hip flexor just lengthening a little bit more. Just come in and out of the lunge very slowly as a way to bring your awareness to the top of the thigh and see if you can just drop a little bit lower each time. I like doing this on the same side, several repetitions, because you can really help to feel the difference between the sides a little bit more when you repeat it on one side. Now let's come to the opposite side. So step your left foot forward. If your back needs a little bit more cushion, by all means, put a towel there, but press your toes back so that you can lessen the weight on the kneecap. And just do, once again, several repetitions. Just drop in, just repeating that action, trying to go deeper in each action. It just allows you to bring this awareness and certainly this length to that area of the top of the thigh. Come to standing now. When you're standing, make fists and almost like you're hitchhiking, draw your thumb back. Now create a W with that action, with the thumbs pointing back. With your thumbs pointing back, reach your thumbs back and release. Several repetitions. Reach back and release. And reach back, release. Reach back and release. So that was kind of like a W. Now let's create more like an M with your thumbs reaching back. As you draw the thumbs back, you feel the shoulder blades draw in toward each other. Just maybe you notice like one shoulder seems to be a little bit more responsive, more engaged than the other. You feel the shoulder blades squeezing in, but this action is helping to open the upper chest. And moving this way in yoga poses is a nice way to practice this, although during your day at work it's a little challenging to do your yoga practice. But if you could just stand and do these actions repeatedly, first the W, then the M, Or in your yoga practice, as you step wide in Virabhadrasana 2 with your right knee bent, you come to that strong action of the upper arms. You feel the shoulder blades drawing in as you draw your thumbs back. Nice opening to the upper chest as you also get this nice engagement of the legs. And in the same way, you take the hands down and reach back, still keeping a nice engagement of the legs, pulling in from the front foot to the back leg, just reaching your fist back as the shoulder blades come in toward each other. And come out of the pose to come to the opposite side. So turn your left toes out, take your arms up, make a fist, draw the thumbs back, bend your front knee to come to the form of Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, as you reach the thumbs back several times just to open the upper chest. You feel the shoulder blades drawing in toward the midline as you do these actions. And I'm doing about 5 before going to thumbs down, reaching back. Nice action to open the upper chest for refining your posture. And you can come out of the pose. Now that we've opened these shoulders nice and you're in a wide stance, interlace your fingers behind your back. With the fingers interlaced behind the back, your elbows hugging in, draw forward and down, and lift up your interlaced fingers. Relax your head. Keep the engagement. I've got a slight bend to my elbows so I can keep the work of hugging the shoulder blades in toward each other as I continue, a nice opening of the upper chest. To come out of the pose, bend your knees, place your hands to your low back, hug the elbows in, and rise up. We've addressed the hip flexors, the shoulders, and now the neck. I have another video on text neck, either through driving or being on the computer too long. Many of us just take our chin far forward. So take your index finger and middle finger right at the chin and draw the top of the throat back, just with a little pressure on the chin. Do that a few times. Take the chin forward. Take the top of the throat back as you just give it a little pressure. Another way to do that would be to take the webbing between the thumb and the index finger and just draw back. Draw forward, draw back. So you're not trying to overpower your neck muscles with your hand, but just create a refinement of the alignment in order to strengthen the cervical curve, the curve of your neck. Let's now work all 3 actions that we did to improve posture: the hip work, the shoulder work, and the neck work. First, start by taking your thumb up, reaching it back as we did when we created a W. We'll just do one at a time. You reach back. Second, take the top of the throat back. Maybe using your fingers will help, but just imagine that you can do that without the coaxing of the fingers. So the shoulder is hugging in, the top of the throat is going back, and now just reach the opposite leg back. So you've got this just really nice opening and lengthening action. Release your hand down. Take your right hand up, thumb back. Take the top of the throat back. Take your left leg back. Just open really nicely. Release down. Now do that on the floor. We'll do several repetitions. I just thought it'd be best to do it standing so that you didn't have to look at the video while we're on our belly. So come to lie on your belly. We start with the left arm. Make a fist with your hand. Draw your thumb back. Take the top of the throat back. Lift the left leg up and release. Let's do that several more cycles. Lift your thumb up. Take the top of the throat back. Lift the left leg high. Release. Take the thumb up. Top of the throat back. Leg lifts. Release. One more. Thumb up. Top of the throat back. Leg lifts. Release. Opposite hand. Make a fist. Draw the thumb up. Take the top of the throat back. Lift the right leg up. Release. Several repetitions. Thumb lifts. Top of the throat. Leg lifts. Release. Arm lifts. Top of the throat back. Leg lifts. One more. Shoulder hugs in. Top of the throat back. Leg lifts. Release. And now you have a quick practice to refine your alignment from the hips, shoulders, and neck. Namaste.